Hi everyone, in today's video, I'm going to briefly introduce about syntax. As a student of linguistics, syntax would be one of your mandatory courses to take for graduate. This video would be helpful for students who want to go through the basic concepts of syntax before taking the course. So I'll give some ideas of syntax, including some terms that you will be learned and some tips as well. For the table of contents, I'll start with the definition of syntax and then describe what a tree diagram is, and lastly, I'll recommend a text that would be helpful to read. So what is syntax? Simply, it's about combining two words. For instance, in order to make a sentence like I love you, you need to have three words: I, you, and love. If you must combine two words first, what words are you going to choose among the three? I and you, or I and love, or love and you? Some would say that I and love because I would be the subject of the sentence and the verb love is normally followed after the subject. However, syntactician would definitely say that it is more plausible to combine love and you first, not I love. But we need to understand why. And this will be one of the questions in the field of syntax. By the way, the reason why they choose to combine love and you first is that it has a closer relationship than I love. In detail, think about the verb love. Love is a transitive verb which needs an object so that the object you is important and should be combined first. But in order to know its relationship, it's important to understand the structure of sentence. For sentence structure, usually it could be talked in two dimensions. First, linear orders, and second, hierarchical order. The first one, linear order, means that from left to right. Simply, which comes first and which comes the last. In this sentence, I comes first and you is the last element in the sentence. However, in syntax, when we talk about the structure of a sentence, we are actually talking about the hierarchy, top to the bottom, which is higher or lower. But it seems a bit hard to decide which one is higher than the others just by looking at the sentence. Thus, we need to use a tree diagram. It gets easier when we know how to draw a tree diagram. As talked earlier, we know that syntax is about combining two words. Word 1 and word 2 should be combined. But instead of using plus notation, we use this kind of straight lines in syntax. Then we have a bigger expression, x. Whenever we have a bigger expression, we have to give a name to the whole expression. So one big expression, x, would contain two words. Then we again combine x and word 0, name the whole expression y. This structure is called a tree. When you look at this tree diagram, you can easily see that y is the highest position, which has two lines. Actually, this is not the end of a tree diagram. You need to give an actual name to each, like syntactic categorical names. For instance, I for noun and love for verb V and VP verb phrase and P noun phrase and S for sentence. You also need to know about adjunct or complement. But I'm not going into detail right now because you will be learned about this as you take the course. Last but not least, I will recommend a text before wrapping up this video. This is the one that I actually used in last semester while taking the course syntax. It is called Transformational Grammar by Andrew Rafford. Even though I did not have any background knowledge of syntax, it was really easy to read and understand the concepts, since it's a bit straightforward and the author tries to give many examples he could. So I recommend this one and also strongly recommend you to take the course in Yonsei. This is it for today's video. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this is helpful.